Hey, what's up with y'all, bro? Hey, read that scripture again. Hey, what's your name, bro? CJ? What's up with you? What's your name? Vladea. My name's Shaka Nine, bro. Hey, read that scripture again.
Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
Now, that is our motherland. When they say we from Africa, but nobody can pinpoint what part of Africa that we from. But actually, that is where our nativity is in. You know what I'm saying? Give me Jeremiah 22. Jeremiah 22, chapter 10, and jump to chapter 12 real quick. Because everything the brother was showing you, all this was prophesied 3,000 years before it happened. They were talking to our forefathers, right? Now, it's the thing about it. The reason why it happened to us is because we fell from our true glory and keeping God's commandments and statutes. Because he gave us wisdom and understanding to rule this world. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be ruling with God's government, laws and statutes. These other nations supposed to be subjected to our authority. But we fell from that. Now we're at the bottom of society, right? Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 22 and verse 10. Weep ye not for the dead, neither bemoan him, but weep sore for him that goeth away. For he shall return no more, nor see his native country.
He shall return no more, see his native country. Right? Give me Revelation 2 and 9. Now the thing is, who are the ones they call themselves Jews today? The white people, right? Now, they see what Jesus Christ, the black Messiah, says about these people. Read that.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
Christ said he knows our works, our tribulation, our poverty. He knows that we the most oppressed people on this planet Earth. He knows the struggle that we're going through. He knows the heartaches and pain that we're going through. Right? But he said, but you are rich. You want to know why? Because the kingdom of heaven belongs to you.
Right.
It was promised to you. If you endure to the end and come back to keep God's commandments and statutes, you will rule forever, eternity, everlasting life, in celestial bodies. Not these weak bodies that we got right now. We will be gods upon this planet Earth. Real. Keep reading.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
He said he know the lies that say, the ones that say that they are Jews, the ones that call themselves Jewish, the ones that wearing all black with their little hat on their head with the 6-point star. Right? He said he know the blasphemy of those that say that they are Jews, but what?
But are the synagogue of Satan.
They are the synagogue of Satan. That means they are the servers of Satan. They are the children of the damn devil. That's what it is. That's what Christ said. That's why in 1948, when they were put in our lands, they put up that flag with the 6-point star. You know what that 6-point star used for? Satanic worship. That's what that 6-point star is used for, satanic worship. Including the 5-point star. They are used for satanic worship. And Christ called them what?
The synagogue of Satan.
They are the synagogue of Satan. You understand? But give me Jeremiah 14:2. Let's get some identification. Now, he went over the curses with y'all, right? Went over here on cargo slave ships. They put iron and yokes upon our necks, right? They sold our children for bond men and bond women, right? Keep reading.
Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2. To the mourner and the gangster of language, they are black unto the ground. Are black unto the ground.
Said the real Jews, which is of the tribe of Judah, as you see on this sign right here, they are black unto the ground, right? So, if I ask you, what color is the dust of the ground? When you dig up the dirt, what color is the dust of the ground? Brown, right? The deeper you dig, the darker it becomes, right? Alright, give me Genesis 2 and 7. God made Adam in his image and his likeness, right? So, if God made Adam in his image and his likeness, that means that Adam is going to look like God, correct? Okay, read it.
Genesis chapter 2 and verse 7.
Start at verse 6.
Verse 6. But there went up a mist from the earth and watered the whole face of the ground.
Now, the ground is being watered. So when the dirt is being moist, right? Keep reading.
And the Lord God formed man out of the dust of the ground
God formed Adam out of the dust of the ground, right? So, we know that the wetter and darker it becomes, right? So, Adam was black, right? So, give me Psalms of Solomon real quick.
Bring it up.
Psalms of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 1. Chapter 1 and verse 1. Hey, check this out. Have y'all heard about King Solomon? Heard about King David? Okay, alright. That's our forefather. Okay? When they talking about, have you ever heard about David and Goliath? Heard that saying? David and Goliath? How David slew the giant with the rock and the sling? That was our forefather. That was our forefather, King David. He had a son named Solomon. Solomon was the wisest king on this planet Earth, besides Christ, right? Let's see what King Solomon, our forefather from the tribe of Judah, say. Read.
Songs of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 1. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon.
Verse 5.
Verse 5. I am black, but comely.
He says, I am black but comely. He says, I am black and beautiful. That's what King Solomon is saying. Right? Keep reading.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
Keep reading.
Look not upon me, because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me.
Okay, now when we stay in the sun for a long amount of time, the darker we become, right? That's what he just said. Read that part again.
Because I am black, because the sun hath looked upon me.
Because the sun had looked upon him. So we've given you clear evidence that the children of Israel, the people that's in this Bible, is our forefathers. They are black people. You understand? They are black people. But check this out. Read Daniel 7 and 9 real quick. We gonna get more to this understanding, right? So these images they have in these churches, right? Of Christ. They depict him to look like this, right? This is the true origin of their image. They set this image up as Christ during the Renaissance time. During the 1400s, late 1400s. His name is actually Cesare Borgia, Caesar Borgia. That's his real name. He was the son of Alexander, the Pope of the Catholic Church. Right? So, in actuality, the images that Leonardo da Vinci was drawing of this man right here, by the way, that they was homosexual lovers, he had ordained that the images be set up as being the Messiah, the Son of God. And that's a lie according to the Bible. Let's see what God looked like. Okay, let's see what the Father looked like. Read it.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
It said the Ancient of Days did sit. Now the Ancient of Days is the creator of all things, because he was here before everything existed, because he's the one that created it. Keep reading.
Whose garment was white as snow, and his hair of his head like pure wool.
Read that part again slow and clearly for these young brothers. Read.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
Hey, what is wool? Who has woolly hair? We do. Read that part again.
And the hairs of his head like the pure wool.
Said the hair on his head like the pure wool. This is God, the creator of all things.
All right.
He has woolly hair, right? Okay. Now, give me Revelation 1 and 14. Now, we gonna get the image of Christ, right? We got God. God has woolly hair, right? Okay, we're gonna get the image of Christ. Read that.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hair were white like wool.
Just like his father. Got woolly hair. Keep reading.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet like unto fine brass.
What color is brass? What color is brass? Brown, right? Okay. Now, keep reading.
As if they burned in a furnace.
You get that brass. You put it in the fire. What color it'll be? So Christ is what? Christ is black, right? Okay, give me John 14:9. Now, we got the understanding Christ is black with woolly hair. His father has woolly hair, right? Okay. Now, we're going to get one of our forefathers, Philip, that asked the question of Christ concerning the Most High God. Because he want to know what the Most High look like. Show us the Father. This is what he's going to ask. Got it? Read it.
John chapter 14 and verse 9.
Read verse 8.
Verse 8. Philip saith unto him, Lord, show us the Father, and it suffereth us. Jesus said unto him, have I been so long time with you? Yet,
hey, y'all pay attention. Check this out. Read that.
Have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me? Philip, he that seen me have seen the Father.
He that what?
He have seen me, have seen the Father.
He said, I look just like my Father. You wanna know how the Most High look? You looking at him because I look just like my Father.
That's right.
So if Christ is black with woolly hair, God is black with woolly hair. Look just like us. So we have to learn how to be gods on this earth. We got to come back to our true nationality. We got to come back to our true greatness. We got to stop hating each other. We got to stop demising one another. You understand? You got to learn how to be leaders. Because the Most High needs y'all young men to bring up this generation. Because our generation is getting worse and worse. All right? Read that.
1 Kings chapter 2 and verse 2. I go all the way of the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and show thyself a man.
You got to learn how to be a man, a real man of God. Keep reading.
Verse 3. And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, to keep his statutes, his commandments, his judgments, his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses.
Now, this is how we become men. This is how we change our ways. This is how we conduct our understanding of being wise. Because the thing about it, God gave us the wisdom to be above these other nations. Give me Deuteronomy 4. Give me Deuteronomy 4, 5 and 6 real quick. Deuteronomy 4, 5 and 6 real quick. Then we're going to go back to Deuteronomy 28 verse 1. Yeah. Deuteronomy 4, chapter 5, verse 5 and 6. So this is very important that we need to know this, bro. The information's on y'all flyer. Y'all check the information out, bro. And really, we hoping to see y'all come and congregate with us so you can learn how to be men of the Most High. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God have commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whether ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them. For this is your wisdom and your understanding.
This is what?
Your wisdom and your understanding.
Say, this is your wisdom and your understanding. Keep reading.
In the sight of the nation, we shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Now, at a point in time, they knew that we was the wise and understanding people. Because we uphold God's commandments and statutes and stay firmly of it. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 1. When we keep God's commandments and statutes, right? When we stand firmly of that, having a strong nation, all the other nations have to be in subjection to God's authority. Because guess what? Can't nothing come against us when God is with us. Real talk, nothing can come against us. That's why you got to come back to your true power. Read this.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently into the voice of the Lord thy God.
You say if you should listen diligently to God, right? Keep reading.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
Now we have to do his commandments. That's the only solution. We got to do God's commandments. Keep reading.
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
You set us where?
On high.
You set us where?
On high.
Now equal to everybody.
On high. Above all nations of the earth.
What?
Above all nations of the earth.
What that sound like, young man? We be running the world. That's what it sounds like. We be running the world. Now give me Revelations. Give me Revelations. Give me Revelations. What's that? 1 and 26. Give me Revelation 1 and 26. 2 and 26. Revelation 2 and 26. Read that. Nah, read verse 25. Read.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 25.
Now this is Christ, the black Messiah. This is what he is saying, right? But remember Deuteronomy 28:1, it said we keep his commandments and statutes, he'll set us above all nations upon the planet Earth. Now this is future prophecy, is what's going to happen. Read this.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 25. But that we shall have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation.
Give what?
Give power over the nation.
Give power over the nations. Set us above all nations. Keep reading.
And he shall rule them with a rod of iron.
We'll rule them with what?
Well, a rod of iron.
That is our kingdom of heaven. Us in rulership, eternity. These other nations have to be subjected to our superiority. You understand? Isaiah 14, then we're going to wrap it up. Isaiah 14. So y'all need to realize that y'all come from true royalty. Y'all come from true rulership. You understand? We got the greatest history on this planet Earth. Don't let nobody teach you anything different. Because we read everything out of the Bible, which is your heritage. You understand? This Bible right here belonged to our forefathers. They done took that from us because we fell from our true glory. You understand? You got to come back to our true glory. Read that. Start at verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel.
That's who you are, Israel. The princess of the power of God. That's what the word Israel means. Keep reading.
And set them in their own land.
Now, he's going to set us in our own land. When we be saved and redeemed from this land, we're going to be set in our own land, which is Jerusalem. Keep reading.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
The strangers is these other nations, right? Keep reading.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them in their place.
We're going to bring them to their place because their place is supposed to be beneath us. Keep reading.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
We will possess them for servants and handmaids. They are made to serve us. Keep reading.
And they shall take them captives, who captives they were.
Who? What we brought over here in captivity? So guess what? They gonna be our captives. You understand? Keep reading.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
They gonna rule what?
Over their oppressors.
They gonna rule what? Over their oppressors. They gonna rule over our oppressors. It is Bible prophecy. One more before we wrap it up. Give me Revelation 13, 9, 10. One more before we wrap it up. It is Bible prophecy. This must happen, but in order for y'all to get in God's true glory, get in God's true good grace, you gotta come back and serve him. This because he is your God. You understand? Read that.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity.
Who led us to captivity? Right. Not only them, the Arabs, the Chinese, the Japanese, the East Indians, the so-called Africans, the Kemetic people. They are not our people. All these nations had us in slavery. But guess what? Read that part again.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
He that leadeth to captivity shall what?
Shall go into captivity.
It is destined that they is going into captivity. That's what it is in the Bible, in the book of Revelation 13 and verse 10. He that leadeth to captivity, brought us on slave ships, had us over here in this land being oppressed people, shall what?
Shall go into captivity.
They gonna go into captivity. Ain't no doubt about it. That is God's will. Keep reading.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Here is the patience and the faith of the true saints of the Most High God.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.